the WTF on RTF, our favorite segment, the actual joy of the Pop-Tart Bowl. This is my Super Bowl. I love the Pop-Tart Bowl. And the Pop-Tart Bowl created people who come behind everything. So this year there were 3 mascots. So if you're watching on YouTube, which I recommend because we've got some clips queued up, we are watching the 3 mascots come out for their kind of like WWE style, like introduction video moment, like their close up. So they're each wearing the wrappers. So they're wearing Pop-Tart wrappers. And then they each have a different personality. So Hot Fudge Sundae goes first. Now, this is the clip that was on the broadcast where it's like kind of like stripping a little bit like Magic Mike-esque as he's being unwrapped and he's throwing the wrapper at, I think this one is it Cinnamon Roll goes next? Nope, Wildberry. Wildberry goes next, goes a little crazy. They all have different personalities. Which is one of my favorite things when I was reporting out a story on how this is going to work. And then Cinnamon Roll goes last. So there are 3 mascots. They were up to their antics the whole entire game. There was a great clip of Wildberry, like trying to sneak up on a ref and bother him. Like this bowl, they see that there's a line somewhere of what is appropriate or what is not appropriate in a bowl game. And they're like, nope, we don't see that. We're going to go past it. We're going to figure out whatever we possibly could do. And it was a delight. It was a total delight of a bowl game.
I loved every moment of it. This is the strawberry tribute video, right? So like
yes.
The sacrifice from a year ago. I mean, it's phenomenal. We should honestly, we need to make sure that we honor the memory of Frosted Strawberry there. But like they lean into every aspect of it. Like they pulled in the storyline from last year with the first sacrifice, which I think is really good. I saw some of what was available concession wise too. Like they built that thing into a big thing. I'll tell you this though, Nicole. I was at dinner last night and we're at a restaurant that has a bar area that has TVs, and it's me and my wife Madison and another couple. We watched the end of the game so we could know who won. We could see all the stuff start to happen. And then when we got to the table, we flipped over to the feed for the celebration.
Yeah.
Because my wife and the other woman that was there, the other wife, had no idea about the sacrifice and how this all works. And they were legitimately intrigued once I explained to them like how this all goes on. And
did you tell them that Frosted Strawberry like was reincarnated? Like this was a major plot point of this broadcast, was that Frosted Strawberry like is risen.
I gave them as many like pieces of information about this game as I could. I was following your tweets a ton. But yeah, I mean, they all kind of got into it because it's fun and it's different. And it's not just like you have to be a football fan to be interested in doing this. The strawberry little thing did creep me out, though. I did not like the way strawberry
funny.
looked.
It's like the last image we had from last year, like when they were eating the actual the cake, they made it into a mascot. Our friends over at Art But Make It Sports, he made this incredible comp, the resurrection, of course, with like there is a like a rectangular Pop-Tart looking shape for the actual art that it's matched up with. It's perfect. But this bowl, again, there's no line they won't cross. I think that is what bowls need to embrace. Like we talk about this all the time, that like especially edible options are perfect for bowls and good. They're just they work really well because you can like douse a coach in it. You can celebrate with it. You can the players want to eat it probably, and it's fun that way. But I just think that they are kind of the model of these games that are outside of the playoff. That you have to have fun with them because you want the players to be excited that they got your bowl game. And then you want different things around it so that, people want to come in person, so that people are going to watch it on television. Like, it's just, it's cute. The antics are fun. And it reminds you, like, for all of the anger and arguments that we have in college football, which are part of the sport and always have been, that so are the goofy parts and so are the ridiculousness. And so the idea that like Rocco Becht got to pick which flavor that his team got to eat, which mascot got to go up there, the other mascots are like cheering them on, like celebrating that they get to make the self-sacrifice. It's hilarious. It's perfect. It's great. And I think that we need to continue to celebrate it. And obviously all of this went viral again for a second straight year. because I just think that this is the model of what you want to do to reward teams and give them something fun at the end of the year if they don't make the playoff.
I'm totally there with you. Like, it was always interesting to me. I made the comment, like I would talk to guys who played in, different levels of bowl games throughout college. I was fortunate enough to play in like only New Year's Six bowl games or the college football playoff. And they did, outside of the Rose Bowl, probably like nothing too exciting. Like you had the things to go to, but like the gifting suites weren't great. And some of the swag wasn't necessarily the best because the game is the thing there. I used to talk to dudes that like, played in the Holiday Bowl or whatever. And they were like, oh man, it was the greatest week. They had a setup with all kinds of crazy stuff because guys had to be excited to be there or else nobody would want to do that. And I think to your point, Pop-Tarts has really figured out that idea of player buy-in has to be big. Coaches should want to be there. And then we got to, people watching on TV, if we can get people to come, like even better, but people watching on TV need a little bit more than just this like random bowl game between two teams who probably don't play very often, if at all. Like, I think they do it well.
Fun fact that I was told. So Illinois is playing in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl against South Carolina. Brett Bielema was in town. So this is the same company that sponsors that bowl as the Pop-Tarts Bowl. So he was in town when they unveiled the Toaster Trophy, which is shaped like a football. And like, I think it was Andrew Adelson, our friend over at ESPN, like went over and took a photo of Brett, like taking a photo of the trophy. I was told, so that we need him in the Pop-Tart Bowl next year. We need Illinois to make the Pop-Tart Bowl. He was so excited about the trophy that he FaceTimed his wife to show her. Like that's the kind of coach we need in the Pop-Tart Bowl next year. So we should honestly have like a watch list. Like they should get to coach. They should get to pick teams and coaches that they think are most likely to embrace all the weirdness. So shout out to Illinois and to Brett Bielema. We would love to see you somehow. I know they're not in the right conferences to get the Pop-Tarts Bowl, but we'd love to open it up.
Damn the tie-ins. Let's just open this up to whoever
the most deserving and
the
best. The most deserving and best candidates.
That's right.
Pop-Tarts Bowl.